do about anything for free money.
Okay, we're gonna call the meeting to order. Jeff, we'll start with roll call.
Jeff Kearns.
Cheryl Fleming,
Christine Zuber.
David Schwartzberger,
Gabriel Zonker.
You'll look over the agenda, is there anything you wanna add to it, and then I need approval.
Papers up there.
We haven't looked at the time cards for a long time, so I asked for them earlier today for tonight. So you wanna do that under bills?
you what?
Bills,
Yes, sir.
approval of bills, and we'll need an executive session for that.
What was that for?
Time cards. I make a motion to approve the agenda with the change under bills for time card. Excuse me, for time card.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Give you a minute to look at the minutes, then approval.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
Aye.
Nay. Everything isn't on this, was in the meeting last week.
Well, it's not on it.
The last part about we went into this, before we went into this session.
Where we at on that?
This is nowhere. About my building, nowhere on here.
I believe that it wasn't voted on, but I said to table it.
What?
It wasn't voted on, but I said to table it.
What do you mean table it?
That means it comes back.
Comes back today at the next meeting. Look under unfinished business where it says Gabriel went into executive session, or at the bottom there, I said to table it.
It's fixed.
Beg your pardon?
I already have it fixed. That was the agreement in the room.
Oh, we're not questioning it, I'm
Oh, we're
just
not.
saying, you said it wasn't in the minutes.
No, it's not. I mean, what was agreed to.
Because what was agreed to was an executive session, so
And we
it does
can't
not
talk
go
about
in the
that.
minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I, 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 I,
Now, if you want it in the minutes, we can, I think it's on,
Unfinished business.
if you want it in the minutes, it is on unfinished business, and then whatever you say today will go in the next meeting.
It's in it. Thank you.
But just what was last month was.
I understand now. Thanks. Sorry.
Well, okay.
So
Everything,
should we amend the agenda to add unfinished business?
it says meter under unfinished business.
That's another one altogether.
Oh.
Is it not? It's not, Susie.
No, no.
Okay, but it is on, that's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna carry on with a nay on minutes, but no amendment to the minutes.
Okay. Have you found your bills? Should be on your balance sheet.
I'll make a motion when you approve the bills.
Second.
Executive session.
Come on.
Is that one already gone? Is that one?
Make a motion, we'll go to executive session for time cards for 10 minutes. Council.
I'll second.
I didn't know what to put in. Just, that wasn't the one. I didn't have you in my thing at all. I thought, what's up with that? So I called over Gary. Whoops. Is it G or T on the end?
D.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. Okay. 5-0. 62-20.
Put a T on the end, you have to look up Charles M. He's got used to run the feedlot out there. in
Quantrill,
Colorado.
yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
I'm familiar with that name.
Yeah,
I
we
knew
can
a
deal
guy
with
by
that.
that name, but it wasn't the one you're talking about.
which
I knew him,
diocese?
Montfort. I think he was a rodeo guy, wasn't he? Well, that's
No, just one or
Montfort.
something.
Then you have stock, rodeo stock, then you run rodeo stock.
That's, wait, I'm confused.
I went to a meeting in Rio Dosha one time.
You have a home phone,
I'm sure I do.
that's what's going on.
I'm trying to think.
I'll just leave it the way it is. That's all I need, saving to phone. See,
Did you just say
you're in there now.
Why me?
So went to this meeting, it was a banquet night, so I had my suit on. And I had a half dozen people come up and start talking to me about what they wanted to happen.
What am I doing? Okay. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just.
State representatives from that area. was there.
Oh, boy.
Same name.
Oh, yeah? Cool. They thought you were the guy, huh? You just, okay, I'll work on that, I'll work hard for you.
I need
Send me
this.
campaign money, right? That's pretty good.
I got, he come and caught up with me later, and he says, I have to remember that excuse. But I was telling him, this is a non-political weekend, I don't listen to politics, I'm non-political.
Oh, boy. That's pretty good.
He said, I'll have to remember that one.
That's just pretty funny.
It doesn't have my index. Like it has in my index.
How do you do that? I don't even have that. I don't even have that.
Well, because I have my battery percentage on my phone.
You should do that to my phone.
Index.
Now she decided not to use it, and that has to.
Crying out loud. Who's gonna win?
Well, you can bet on that.
Yeah.
My masterpiece.
Plus, there's some people that come to Randy to buy the house you read. I said, you know, I could stop this right now. I'll just go ahead and inspect it, and inspect the house, stuff is gonna be about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it, condemn it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's crazy, crazy.
That's one of the things that said, well, if you buy the house, we're not gonna pay for it. We doesn't need an inspection, they do not want it.
No, heck no. No, they'll never sell it.
It has to be.
There, I can do this.
replumbed.
Whose house is it?
The other one. I do.
Definitely different. The biggest thing is the food. It would make sure we look absolutely.
Start posting this spray in the yard. Got a little 15-gallon sprayer, full binder mower. And I can already see the difference by spraying the crap out of the weeds and stuff. 2,4-D, boy. They're going, what'd you do that for, Daddy? Start looking at you.
I thought I was gonna do a little work in my front yard, but after I mowed it the first time, mowed the weeds down,
Yeah.
got a little rain and grass started.
Can you plus one?
Good deal.
Yeah, but this is a
You need a
big
couple handfuls of grass seed, I'll give you some. I've got a whole bag of water.
Just look at the plant.
A
Yeah?
lot of box and stuff, and I just wanted the 2,4-D.
Yeah?
That's what I really
This one
wanted.
is better.
Heck, it's like a tub.
Yeah.
There's a little baby crap in it. There's a bag of grass seed, probably this tall and this fat. And So I'm.
Jesus. No.
Still got quite a bit of things. Driving good.
I went to Brad last summer and I'm like, I said, is someone take this for an office? Yeah, I'll do that. I did that 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to pick up a load of stuff.
Well, yeah, probably will, yeah. And just refine your treasure hunt and stuff like that.
Yeah, something's been out pretty good.
Yeah.
Got a lot of nuts and bolts, I'm always disassembling things.
Oh, yeah.
Nuts and bolts.
Well, sure you have to, yeah. That's how you build up stock.
My hot coffee has a cable.
The whole top drawer is recycled nuts.
Right. Well, I think I've got one in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I need this. It's a little different for metrics. I can't.
You haven't separated
When you
out,
do that.
it's just a big box full of stuff.
I got the big bolts out of it. Everything under 3.
You'll just tell when you'll know when it's him. I just don't like his last name.
What is it?
Fortis.
Oh.
Yeah, you know his last name that is?
Whitworth, I've never heard of that. I've been.
You're not.
Time cards.
You're very
You're all fast actors, aren't there?
Fixed it.
They should have been back by now.
I know.
Hasn't been 10 minutes. It's been like 5.
That's what we got for it.
No.
Is it done yet?
Yeah, so it's gotta have the same,
The.
yeah,
Yeah. Or you can make it check lock and just
yeah, well, it'll never come off.
First thing you gotta replace the bolt.
What's called torch.
Hopefully we'll have one more.
I've used a torch wrench a time or two.
I can bring another.
Several
one.
times.
Close.
Works pretty good.
Yeah, I can't lift
Those
it.
machines are like that.
I can't lift it. Gabe can. I can't.
I
I
I got a
can.
dolly.
I can
We got a
push it.
dolly specifically for that.
Oh, yeah, we pay good money for it out in Washington.
But they're on anchors.
I can't help it. I'm too weak.
I tore my whole entire right back muscle.
Where'd you go yesterday? Mom lost you.
Yeah, you gotta be more specific. What?
I don't know, she said you got up, got your keys, went to the truck and disappeared.
He took me to work.
Took you to work. Yeah.
Well, you need to report to Grandma.
I mean, they have new
I'm so
meals.
glad I got to leave early that day.
Called Meals on Wheels or something.
So did you guys help Susie move?
No.
Susie moved too.
I'm too busy working to help.
Right where that T-bird was? The house in the corner? Right next to the house where her mom lives.
Yeah, it's so close.
I can help them that.
The only thing we helped was with the power.
And she's out there trying to cut a tree and with an electric chainsaw and then realized the power got unplugged somehow.
One time they
It's like tomorrow, Philip, I'm gonna come over to your house and get dad's chainsaw.
Well, what?
They put a big freaking branch right there between the pole barn and the.
No, it fell there.
Still gotta get it cut up.
Yeah.
tried and Dylan and they gave us a lot of that.
It's a nuisance and it stopped me from going there.
Okay.
Dad knows about it.
Who's playing that game, you or her?
Both of us. I do some stuff. She does some stuff.
I don't know where they get all the.
I do the
There's about
hard work.
places around, different places almost every day.
I like how you told Dad about me taking your Ranger. Heck no, I was on my mower freaking. I just told him where I trail up my mower. My cable.
Hey, she's got your favorite person on.
It just helps up with that.
SpongeBob.
Is that my favorite person?
Huh?
Is that my favorite person?
Yeah, it is.
SpongeBob.
He loves
No, I mean, it's a
SpongeBob.
squirrel. But anyways,
He likes Squiggle or
I only
whatever.
remember
I like SpongeBob.
Squidward, SpongeBob.
See, I told ya.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
This show is the most annoying show
I can be young
Then why are you
again.
wearing the shirt?
because this is the good shirt I have.
I mean, I agree with you.
This or pink one.
I remember when that shirt first came out, you were too young. Probably you were probably born at that time. My friend, God, was all over that show, and I hated it.
We watch it too many times.
Did she make you watch SpongeBob?
No.
He wants one. He wants SpongeBob boxers.
I got those. I do have those.
With the big face in the front.
Actually, yeah, I think so.
You do.
I do.
How would you know?
I wouldn't know.
No, they come with there's a set with Squidward, Patrick, and 2 SpongeBob ones.
Stop it, you're using a paper, might stop it.
And then I have spiral ones, I have pink ones, and a weird purple one.
I'll get you back in order, you'll have to take it. No. If I did, I don't remember what it was. Yeah,
So we have to have
It's giving me
that
free money.
maintenance agreement
You'll
for
see
both
me.
the library and the maintenance building.
See?
For the meeting system, that's the one I placed on top of your guys'
Just-
packets today.
I don't know what more I can do. Go to Granny's house.
Since I'm new, is F the one that put it in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do we have one of these now?
Yes.
Which one is it that we have? Which plan do we go by currently?
The 240 a year, $20 a month plan.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Last year we had a problem with it.
Just after this done, and then I'll deal with that.
I see.
So we just need a motion to extend these, or?
Yes.
I make a motion that we extend our service contract with X Services on our, let's see here.
I'll second it.
Aye.
Aye.
The next is going forward to see what city council members will be paid after the election in November. Has to be done before November because we can't, current city council members can't vote on the pay. So we have to vote if it's gonna be $20 a meeting, or if it's gonna vary.
I make a motion that the city council pay stays the same. Aye.
Aye.
Do we have to do that on the mayor pay also? Is that different than city council?
Oh, I wasn't aware.
the mayor's pay is different.
But do we need a vote on that, or?
Well, the mayor wouldn't vote anyway, so they can do that at any time.
So you want to put that in July's, or do you want to go for it again? Mondays. Cause there's gonna be school board interference for a couple of council members. So we decide on Mondays if we're gonna go ahead and change it to a different date. I believe it'll still be the second week of the month, but different date.
Can you turn that microphone up? We can't hardly hear you over here because of that fan.
Have a microphone. This is just for the report.
Oh,
I didn't hear you.
turn that
Okay,
fan
so,
off.
we need to see, thank you, Chris. We need to see if you guys want to change the date of the city council meeting, because there is an interference with school board meetings. So this is week of every month, but to go ahead and change the date from Monday to whatever day works with the city board, or the school board.
So if we change it now, I understand that then it'll be currently changed, but we do have a election beforehand, and then we'll have another election on, do we need to do
We'll
it
have to change it, yeah.
right now?
No,
Or should we wait so there's no confusion to,
Yeah.
like websites and whatever?
Yeah.
we can do that, it just needs to be brought up.
And then say we have full donations.
And have it lower here. And it was also brought up about poll donations going forward to see if we can have a free year again next year. After this year, it won't be free to the citizens. A couple of people brought it up already. I know we have talked about it going to pull expenses and not donations, but it has been brought up to think about donations going forward for next year, it being free again for the citizens of Toronto. Or can we start asking for donations?
I would be okay with that, but we're not gonna put a limit on like the 3,000 or something, and whatever gets donated just allows the pool, this year just allows the pool to be open the next year. Because we spend way more money on it than what we take in.
We just need to make sure it works so we can use it on supplies and.
Expenses as well as.
Yeah.
Then that can go to payroll, expenses, all of it, not
Yeah.
just the pool
Free
fund.
entry, yeah. Last thing, we have been asked to see how much it would cost to obtain an ordinance book. I went ahead and I made a copy of the whole book, page for page, 250 pages, for about 25 minutes. It was almost $70. I need to know if it's okay to purchase an ordinance book and sell it to a citizen. So update. But it's already good. So can we update the ordinance book
With all the new ordinances.
without me having to make copies?
Or can we find out? Cause I sent an email out to the company that did our ordinance book before to see how much it would cost. And I told them how many new ordinances we have, so they're trying to figure it out. So do you want us to just bring it up next month?
Yeah, let's find out what it costs to do that, and then we've never sold an ordinance book there before.
We had a citizen come in and ask for every ordinance. So I went ahead and made a copy. 250 pages.
And then
But
they
they
pay.
got the charge. They got the charge.
Yes, ma'am. $16 per hour. And then 25 cents per page.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
already did that.
The person has not came to pick it up, but it is a fully updated version, that way, going forward, there's no repeats or duplicates inside of the book. It's completely updated properly. However, person needs to pay prior and pick up, and we have not seen that person since, or heard from them.
But if a citizen wants the whole ordinance book, they would have to pay for shipping and for the price of an ordinance book. Because it is open records.
Yeah. I mean, we just have to figure out what it's gonna cost for a whole ordinance. But it should be an updated ordinance book if we're gonna sell it. So.
And the one that you made is, right? Yeah.
It's just got copies of all the
Yeah.
ordinances, it's not like already written in there, it's just copies of the ordinances once it's signed.
That we passed.
Right, that, yeah, that was passed. But yeah, all the new ordinances are in there that have been passed since the last update.
Okay. So it would be current to what we are now.
It is, yeah, but they're just not written in the
The areas,
vacancy book, yeah, in the correct areas and all that. That's what this company does, is they all in it.
They do the writing then, or
I'm
they
sorry.
write it up?
Right,
Okay,
yeah, they
okay.
use the same verbiage that's on the ordinance,
Uh-huh.
but just like now, it might be between two different pages, you know, just stuck in there, but
But it's
in the book, it's gonna be right in the correct section.
Okay, all right.
Like they, we might pass one that's ordinance 2022-1, replacing like chapter 5, section 4, then they put that in chapter 5, section 4, so rather than showing up as like the 2022-1, it would show up just within the code, a little cleaner.
Okay.
Madam Mayor, can the audience member ask a question on that item?
If you would like, I don't have a problem, the council don't have a problem.
I gotta ask you a question. Is City of Turon a member of the Kansas League of Municipalities?
Yes,
They'll help you with an ordinance book.
they have,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome.
Did you have full from that?
That's the one that I talked about for the donations.
Oh, so you got it in three places, okay. Who's doing the treasury report?
Okay, treasurer's report for May 2023, checking account total ending
Time
May.
out. We're not already putting it. Okay, go ahead, please.
Checking account total ending May 31st, 2023, $103,267.46. Savings account ending May 31st, 2023, $84,308.80. Total unpaid bills as of May 31st, 2023, $2,374.78. Details are in your folder. Payroll summary, total bills paid in May was $10,499.99. Expenses for May, $224,231.40. Income for May, $17,576.58. Also, our park fund is in the negative, so we need to move money to our park fund. That is on the two staple papers. Parks is negative $635.01. So we need to move something over.
When did we spend money on the park fund?
That's when you have mowing done,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, not maintenance on the park. That used to come from alcohol, but it, not anymore.
The pool isn't in that then?
No, that kind of water.
Okay.
Any idea how much money we usually have to have in that for mowing for summertime? Because we should just move enough to cover that.
I don't know that off the top of my head.
We probably should have you guys do a guesstimate at some point. So we'll have money in there from now on.
Okay.
We'll get that for you.
If we would go ahead and move like $1,500, that would definitely cover us for a little while instead of going negative instead of having to times. Make a motion, we move 1,500 from the water utilities to special parks fund.
I second it.
Aye.
Aye.
This is gonna be a little early, but, while we're on the budget subject, we're gonna be bringing in a fair amount of money off the highway department, buying water off of us. Correct?
Well, it should be,
Before we, I think that would automatically pay into water utility, but when they are done with that, I think we may look at putting that money there into a sewer fund. Do we have a sewer fund?
That's a general.
General.
But we could put it into sewer under general.
But, so we can start building a little bit for when we have to deal with the lagoons and stuff. We gotta start somewhere. So, when they get done buying water for the highway project, if you can bring the amounts that they pay us for that, and then we'll discuss it then.
It's not right. It's only 24,000. We didn't pay
I was like, yeah. Yeah.
Suppose we spent 224,000.
On the treasurer's report, our expenses for May was $224,000.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
Now it's only 24 according to this paper.
You put the two in there or something?
Yeah.
That's $224,000, quite a bit.
$24,231.
That's a bit better. Thank you, Chris, for seeing that. Anything else on that, Gabe?
I don't think so.
Okay, Kelly?
Well, in the 12 days we've been open, we've had 478 swimmers and average is about 40 a day, give or take. We've been really, really busy, which is awesome. And I've had no problems with anything. The pool's running good, thanks guys. And my guards are doing great, so I don't have anything. I mean, if you guys need me to do fundraisers or something to go towards the pool, let me know for next, to get a pump or whatever it is we're needing for the pool next year. Let me know, cause we'll run some ideas and see if you guys wanna do that or not, if you want me to try to help get some money.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yep.
Urban or Everett?
Really don't have anything.
That's not what the thing here says.
I got the roof repair on the maintenance building, just emergency repair. $1,100 to repair along the north side of our maintenance shop, cause we got a rubber roof on that. So he's gonna patch 3 places along the gutter on the north side for $1,100. That'll be emergency repair until we figure out what they're gonna do with the spray foam with the insurance. But that'll stop it from leaking inside the shop. Mosquito sprayer, we ordered more parts, should be in next week, so we can get the sprayer going so we can spray for mosquitoes.
So on the roof repair, was it caused by the hail?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't hail that caused the leaks. I was up there with the adjuster. It came and looked at the roof, and it doesn't show hail marks in that part of the roof. We got it on the styrofoam that's sprayed on the edges, but not on the rubber itself.
So insurance wouldn't be covering that part?
No, and I don't know what our deductible is for that roof either, so I'm sure it's probably more than $1,100.
Is this a little bit of a long-time fix, or do we need to be looking at something more long-term?
It'll be a long-time fix. The way he's gonna patch it back in and seal it.
Is it leaking now?
Yeah. Yeah, you could almost go swimming in the shop.
Oh, we've had that before.
Yeah.
Is the spray foam that you're talking about inside or outside?
It's on the outside, on the interior wall above the roof, cause it's got a combed roof and,
Okay, now I understand what you mean.
and we're waiting on our insurance. We haven't heard back from our insurance company what they're gonna do with that yet.
Motion that we go ahead and get the roof repair on the maintenance shop for $1,100.
Second.
Aye.
On the mosquito spray, didn't we use bug guy spray last year?
They never showed us to do it.
Okay.
I think she did it one time. When Ashley was doing it, she did it one time.
Twice.
It's like, you know,
Well, yeah, last year, or the year before.
year before, Ashley
But
did it.
it's not
Twice.
mosquito. I thought they had, but.
Logan isn't here, is there any report? You didn't get one? Give you, okay. Yeah, legal matters.
Yeah, I don't have much for you guys, I see Bishop's dog is listed under legal. I know the sheriff's department's turned in a report to the prosecutor in Reno County. My thought is if they're gonna file it, we'll let them, if they don't, then we'll file it in municipal court here, so just kinda wait to see what the DA does there. that's the extent of what I have, unless you guys have questions for me.
No. Any water bill here?
Judy Bradshaw, account number 1,000, account number 4545. Which, no one's here.
We don't have the paper for the council to see.
Careful, they'll start charging more for making it up.
Yeah. They're charging me a whole $10. I'll take that out of my pocket later.
You can go. Have that one and do what you want.
Decision?
They're not
They
here.
get shut off, they're not here.
Yeah.
That's not even a discussion.
Yeah. Okay, so now we'll take audience comments. James, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
Would you call the office and ask to be put on the agenda for your cement that you wanted to talk about?
Your sidewalk.
That's not what I wasn't even thinking about
You
that.
need to call us and put it on the agenda for the council to talk about it.
Two different things. One of them has been brought up like 3 or 4 months ago, but the other one is going back to the ordinance book. Do we have an ordinance book that the public can view, or a place where we can view the ordinances? It's not gonna cost $18 an hour or whatever?
Yeah, anybody can come in the office and look at it.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yep, anytime, that we're open.
But if you want a copy, you have to pay for it, but that's.
Okay, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
didn't know. The other one is, I asked you guys 3 or 4 months ago to look at the drainage by my trailer. You guys said you would, never did. Literally, my driveway's tore up because I was in the process of moving. I got stuck 3 times in my driveway. There was like, I literally took a tape measure out there. There was 7 inches of water in my driveway, underneath the trailer, backyard. It was bad. And it's all flooding from that road going right in my yard.
While you're thinking, Linda, I'm speaking on behalf of Patty Cooper. She's elderly, and she'd like to know if the guys could come clean hers out, because it's like half full and she can't get down. So that might be contributing to James's
Yeah.
problem, because she's right across the street.
Well, I know David's old building across from the trailer, there's a, not a manhole, culvert there but it's been ran over, smashed, whatever, so much that it just can't drain there. There's no ditch line there anymore. It's a mess.
Yeah, but you know, as long as I can remember all the years that I was doing friendship meals, your yard always was flooded.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
I don't care how many different maintenance guys we've had that looked at that, it still does it. I don't know why.
It's just a bad corner.
And proper drainage, I don't know, I mean, it's literally washing off of the road and everywhere, and right into the yard and the driveway and underneath the trailer.
Well, the boys can look at it, I don't know what solution they can come up with.
Time to look at it and see if we can come up with any ideas, or if there's nothing we can do, I might run by and look at it too. What intersection is that?
It's over on Will, it's on the, 308.
It's where David Goodwin used to live,
Okay.
right across from Dennis.
It was bad, I mean, I was trying to move it, I literally tore my driveway up,
I would like to have some volunteers fix Patty Cooper's porch.
She's got somebody working on that.
Let's say before somebody gets hurt.
She's done that once. I went over there and helped weed eat yesterday in motor yard, because she's not able to do it. But yeah, I mean, any help she can get.
well, she got stuff, I don't mind going over there and
Yeah.
doing it.
Address she at?
It's on Will.
401?
It's the old church.
I think it's like 401, ain't it? It's like right across from my trailer, I know.
Yeah. She's got a bad deck. She keeps saying her brother's gonna fix it, and I just say, yeah, okay.
Okay, I know where it is, thank you.
Anybody else?
I just wanted to report on, the bench for Tammy Williams. It has been ordered, we ordered it June sixth at, just a second, it was like $649 and some odd cents. Problem is, like everything else in the world today, it's gonna take at least, they thought 8 weeks, they hope maybe sooner, but when it gets here, I guess we'll be glad to get it, so. Just thought I'd touch base with you on that.
Dana, could you let me know so I can let Joe know?
Mm-hmm,
Cause he asked about it today.
yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Vegas with the right house.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing, sorry.
No, you're not.
I was wondering if a person could, I don't know, rent, reserve. I'm wanting to have a party, but I wanted to know if I could have it down at the park. I don't know how that flies.
Back when Ronnie and Sharon Schwartzberger had their 25th wedding anniversary, they had a place cordoned off where certain people could come in because they had alcohol. And then there was, after harvest, I think Hoot and Jim Gibson used to do it down there at the park. So I
remember
don't
the
see why
after
we
harvest
couldn't do it
dance.
as long as you're watching who's coming in.
Well, it would be kinda like, I don't wanna say invite only, but, you know, and they would be no one under 21. Because I'm sure that, you know, it's gonna be, if you wanna bring some beer, you can bring your beer. We're not serving.
Yeah,
But I didn't know if that would be something the council would be okay with or not.
we've had it done before.
Just pick up your cans.
Yeah.
You would be the responsible party if anybody was underage.
Right.
I don't know what the council feels about that. We used to have
This
them.
may not come to fruition, but
Yeah,
that's kinda,
we used to have them at the harvest dance.
I don't think you even got implemented to use the porch, so I don't know.
Can they rope it off if they wanted?
Yeah, what they
Like
did was
by the
they,
tennis courts
Does
or
the library or anyone ask to rope it off when they use the Easter egg?
I didn't know they ever roped it off.
well,
I
this,
think we would just use like the tennis court and like the area around it for parking. I mean, we wouldn't be at the south end of the park. And there would be like either a band or probably a karaoke, a DJ, so there would be noise, you know.
I'm trying to remember how they did it, but I think they used tape or something and they cordoned off an area that was for them.
Yeah, I think when folks did it, they used like those banners that are V, you know, that you just.
Oh, the
red,
flag
white, blue
banners.
Or something
Mhm.
like that. I think that's how we did it.
And you know, it'd be like 8 to 12, so the music would be off at midnight.
We were told there is no noise ordinance and.
Well, heck, well, just let her
There's
go.
that.
There technically is, you just gotta know where to look for it.
Yeah, that was from, that was from the sheriff's office.
Well, he's wrong.
Well, I hope he comes back to your party day.
You'll let me know, I'm sure.
Give him a beer, he'll be
Somebody will be calling.
People are very understanding when it's hardly ever done, like 4th of July.
I mean, when Barb had her street dances,
Yeah.
she just came and asked permission to, I mean, did she
Yeah.
just ask permission to block off the road?
Yeah, but
And
that was
only
on the
because of the
highway, yeah,
road.
because those are highways.
So I don't know why the park, cause anybody can go have a birthday party up there whenever they want.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it.
I just, you know, 'cause there are people fairly close right there, so.
Got a problem with it, Jeff?
Oh.
Way to go.
Buy some earplugs, pass them out.
He'll let you do it as long as you invite him.
Yeah.
As long as you share.
So,
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem, Dana.
okay, I'll let you know for sure within the next week if it's gonna happen or not. If that's okay with everybody.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Nobody else. Okay. So I've got Paul, I know he's here, but you're
Yes.
not Sherry, but.
No, she can't come tonight, so
Okay.
I got delegated to come and brought Brother John with me for
All right,
backup.
you John.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm here representing Turon Community Church. My name is Paul Kalmar, and I'm a member of that church as well as John. And we just have some concerns over our water bill. And I mainly have a couple questions first. I see that back here, like 1 month in September of '22, we used 12,000 gallons. And boy, I don't know how we did that. We meet once a week, you know, well, one time a week. And then the next month, it shows that we were credited $53 instead of paying more. So I just was curious about that, if that's how we rectify things that may be wrong. So that's one question I have. Second question is, that happened again in October. We used 7,000 gallons and was billed $43. And then the next month, we used 0 gallons, so we were credited $43. So I was just curious what's going on with that, or maybe I'm not reading that right, but it sure looks like, see, there's $53, then the next month is minus 53.
Well, this is where the bill is calculated, this is the payment.
Oh, okay, well, so now my question still remains, how do we use 12,000 gallons of water when we have one service a week? And, we have what, John, 2 toilets and a kitchen sink, and that's it? And then here, just recently, we got a bill for $124, and that's 33-some units, and I'm beginning to wonder if we don't have a problem with the meter, because I guess someone came out and checked the meter, I'm not sure who did, one of you gentlemen did, and it wasn't moving at all, was it? So how in the world do we use 33,000 gallons of water when we have one meeting a week, so that's 4 a month? And, occasionally we'll have a Sunday dinner, but how can we be using 33,000 gallons of water when we have 2 toilets and a sink?
What were those 2 months that the bill was?
Well, the 2 months that was really jacked up was, well, let's see here.
You said September of '22?
It was October was one of them, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, October 31st is when it was calculated, 7,000 gallons for $43. And the other one was just here, well, here was 12,000 gallons in September for $53.
Do you have a sprinkler system?
No, we don't have any sprinklers, we don't do any watering.
I just thought I'd ask.
When was the 12,000 gallons?
September 22.
Last year.
We're going backwards. But then the most recent one was, it was a high dollar one, $124. That was in, April and May, April or May, and that was 28,000 gallons. I don't know how in the world we could have done that.
Unless something was running.
Either that or no, nothing's left running. We have checked that, Pastor leaves his stuff right there in the kitchen, and that's how it goes out. There's no water running, there's no toilets running. Maybe the meter's bad, I don't know.
Sir, I'm the head of the maintenance.
Yeah.
And I preach to everybody, if they're not gonna be at their house, to shut a main valve off or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a house here in Turon
Mhm.
that I ran 71,000 gallon of water through.
Somebody stealing water from you.
What?
Somebody stealing water from you.
Through the stool. That
Yeah.
was the only place.
We don't have any stool problems, do we, John?
The flapper don't have to hold, or the urinal. I
Yeah.
was up at the swimming pool the other day, and the urinal in the swimming pool, if you hit the handle and flush it, if you don't stand there and watch it, and you walk off, the next morning, the urinal was still running.
To my
It
knowledge,
don't automatically
yeah, ours
shut
works.
off.
Ours works. And I don't think any of our schools have leaks that I'm aware of. So we were just wondering what we could do to come to some resolution. So we had a couple things, either the meter's bad, somebody stole a whole lot of water from us somehow, we don't know how. Meter's been checked and it wasn't running when there wasn't any water moving, so we don't know what's going on. So we thought about asking, is there a minimum? And if there is, what is it? Because even if we use 0 gallons for months and months and months and months and months, we're still paying $30-some a month. And is that the minimum?
Yes,
$33.
Really?
for 2,000 gallons.
Is that for a residence or for a church?
For
How much?
Everybody, okay, well, I didn't know, I'm just here asking
No,
questions.
we're not.
Didn't know. Okay? The other thing is, how about averaging the last year? But I guess that ain't gonna work either, cause it's gonna be $33 no matter what, isn't it? Okay? I don't know what else to say, except I think the meter needs replaced. And I've therefore asked the city council to direct someone in the maintenance staff to replace that meter as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Well, I think we'll replace the meter, but we're gonna do it under a term,
Under what, sir?
under some kind of term. That if you have if we put a new meter in and there's a high bill like that again, you're gonna pay the $500 and some that it costs to replace one.
If the meter's not bad, explain how we can go minimum month after month and all of a sudden jump to 28,000 gallons.
Yeah, boom.
And then go back to zero.
That's what I'm saying.
Go
If
back to
it's,
zero
say,
the next
we
month.
put a new meter in, and you go a year without any of those big fluctuations, then the city pays for the meter.
You say go for a year?
Yep.
Let me take that back to the church board. Would that be okay to tell them about
That's
that?
something that we have to agree
No,
on too, but-
I'm not here to cause problems. I'm here to try to fix the problem.
Well, that's what, that's what, we have to talk about it as a council, but I would say if we did something like that,
Yeah.
that would prove if it was our problem or yours.
I
Is that-
agree with that, yep.
How long has that meter been there?
It's a new meter, it hasn't
Really?
been in there
Since we put the water
real
lines
long.
in.
So
5
3 or 4
years.
years.
We've been within three years.
Whenever we did the project, or all that, probably.
Yeah. And it's one of the new meters and I told everybody when we put the new meters in, that it catches everything, even a glass of water. Our old meters didn't. If you run a glass of water out, it reads it. That's how we make up on our
Because
report,
it
and
goes
it has to go through that.
0.001.
it has to go through that
No,
meter because.
I understand that, I'm not complaining about the meter. If it's a new meter, that's okay, but there's something wrong with it somewhere, cause we can go 0 for like 9, 10 months. And then boom, 28,000 gallons, there's something wrong with it, somebody's stealing water from us or something.
Or somebody, or maybe there was a leak that got fixed.
No, I don't think so, but
Well,
we'll check them, I'll start checking them every time we have church.
is there an
Well, we
old
do
urinal
every-
there?
Yeah, but somebody checks that stuff every
Who
time.
locks up, that's part of locking up, is checking all the bathrooms.
Oh,
Is there an old urinal there, or is it a new one?
it's a newer one.
That's
We'll
what
look
it
into
is.
all that.
So's the one at the pool, a
Yeah.
new one. So that's what I'm saying, on the urinals, if it's a urinal and you just hit that handle, it doesn't necessarily seal.
Well, I just think if it's something to do with the meter, then we'll replace the meter at our cost.
Well, let's go another couple of months, okay? Let me take the information you guys just told me and back to the church board. And then we'll see what happens, and if we get another bingo, then maybe we'll know why.
And you don't have an outside spigot.
Yeah, we do. That's why I said maybe somebody's stealing water from us.
Well, we do know people like that, don't we?
Well, if we know it, tell me, and I'll be up there some night, and they'll wish they'd never come by there.
We got a lot of homeless people here in town that do that.
Really?
They do
But
that. Don't kid yourself.
28,000 gallons?
Well.
Give me a
Somebody
break.
filled their swimming pool.
Somebody filled their swimming pool, you're right.
They have to be taking water from somewhere to live, because they ain't got it at their houses.
I got a question for you. How do you shut the stupid thing off? You just take the special tool, the meter,
It takes a
special tool.
The
special
meter,
tool to shut
Loan me
it
a
off.
tool, give me a tool, we'll shut that dumb thing off every week.
no, the meters are
No.
only touched by maintenance.
If you break it, it
Because
costs a lot more than that.
We had one broke this winter by somebody that decided they'd touch one.
Oh, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to shut a valve off.
You would have thought so, but they broke a $500 meter.
I don't know,
Main shut off?
I'm not sure.
You might check where your water comes in the church. Usually, I mean, even then you can get one put in. Just have a main shut off, a ball valve or
Yeah,
something,
we'll
shut the
have to
water
figure that
off.
out. But I just thought I'd come and explain what we think's going on, we don't know what's going on, but to go 0 for 10 months in a row, and then bingo, we have two big ones, just like for no reason whatsoever. If the homeless people were stealing water, it would be all the time, and it's not all the
And
time.
then,
Right.
28,000 gallons in 1 month, that's just not possible,
That
for a
was
church
back
that has
last
45
year.
people in it,
yeah, it ain't somebody's.
no.
That's why I think if we want to figure something out, then we should put a meter in, and if we find that it's our fault because there was never a big deal again, then we eat the cost.
I'll come back at a meeting, your next month meeting, because we'll have a board meeting between now and then, and I'll find out what they would like us to come back and tell you. How would that be? That'd be okay, Madam Mayor?
It's up to council, I don't vote.
Okay, well, you're the one that runs the meeting, so.
We're talking to them.
I mean, if it's a meter problem, I don't think we should charge them for a meter.
No, if it's a meter problem, we are out the money. If it comes back and it happens again after a new meter.
Then we'd be out the
meter
money.
problem, it's them out the money.
Yeah. Let's hold off, let me find out from the church board, and I'll be back.
We're still gonna have a meter we don't have a problem with, so it can be used.
Well, then it gets sent off to be refilled. You don't put a used meter back in, it's gotta be sent off to be, you don't.
And I'll talk to them about putting in our own valve inside the building so we can shut the stupid thing off ourselves.
That's probably the best. I don't know where that water comes in.
I don't know either, but one of these guys can show me where the water line comes into the church, can't you?
Yeah, pretty much, I mean.
Right out by the back door?
I'd be surprised if there wasn't a lot of shut off
Okay.
valve anyway.
We'll find it. Okay, well, thank you for your time, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul. And John.
And John. You ready to go? Or you wanna stay for the rest?
Come again.
Yeah. You can go.
Oh, yes, I might want that.
do you have anything to read?
Yes.
Anything to say from Jean?
What's that?
Probably not from Jean, but I'd like to
All
say
right,
something.
Dana, do you have anything to say on Jean's behalf?
The only thing, Gene is like, he's running between two plants now, so he doesn't have a lot of extra time. Once in a while, and it's not the girls' fault, once in a while, somebody will come in and wanna rent the building like in a day or two. And sometimes that may not coincide with how much time he's got going, so. I don't know if we can put like, give us a week's notice, if that's asking too much of them, or.
And you're just concerned because it won't be swept up in here?
Yeah, because he likes to come in and sweep and mop and make sure the bathroom's clean and the kitchen's picked up, if it's just in here. And stuff like that before, and then he comes in afterwards and repeats the process. Now, if it's set up in the gym and they want it in a day, that probably will never happen. I'm speaking for myself, not him, so he may change his mind on what I said, but.
I don't think that's unreasonable to give him
At least,
a few hours,
yeah, I mean, sometimes a day is, or 2 days even is kind of
48
pushing
hours
it.
or something.
Well, and I just know whenever we rent it out, the next day or whenever the city office is open again, we need to be having the clerk or somebody walk through and see what it is before friendship meals or anybody else. It needs to be walked through by, well, it'd be by Jean if Jean works after that. But if not, then probably need to have it.
And most generally, he'll be in here to pick it back up and make sure everything's cleaned up, so. But just sometimes it's just a really kind of short notice.
There's a few people that will call on a Thursday and say, oh, I need the building on Saturday.
And we wanna decorate on Friday.
Would be nice if they'd call sooner.
Yeah, but if you're renting for one day, don't you have to decorate and tear down in one day? I mean, because there has been some up here setting up all day one day, and then they have the party the next day and tear down that day. But if they're gonna have it occupied Saturday and Sunday, and they're gonna be in and out here both days, they should be paying for both days.
So if they come in and decorate on Friday and have a party on Saturday, then charge them for 2 days?
Go to a big venue and that's how they do it.
I'm just asking if you want us to do that.
I'm just saying that here lately, there's been some parties up here that I know they were up here all day, the day before setting up, all day. That means the doors are open, things are going in and out, and
Oh, we need another sign for the air conditioner, because somebody's taking it. They're not supposed to mess with it.
I missed
You messed with it? Okay.
it's hot in here though.
So you want us to put verbiage on there, or just let everybody know that if you rent it for Saturday, you only get to go in there on Saturday? If they come in on a Friday night to decorate, they have to pay a whole nother day? I
Well,
don't have a
because
problem
we
with
have to
that.
carry that's extended how long our liability insurance is working and stuff like that. They're only paying for one day, they should be in there one
And
day.
it's pretty, how much is it? It's a pretty good deal.
In here, it's $25.
And by the time, I know we're not trying to make money on this, I mean, we want it for the public to be able to use. But by the time you pay somebody 2 hours, before and after, you're making $5 by renting this out. So, I don't know if you need to raise the prices, or if you're good with that, that's good too.
What about you just charge them for like half a day on Friday if they're gonna set up?
Well, that's not a bad idea either, I mean,
But you're right, the
but it shouldn't
insurance.
be zero.
It shouldn't be zero, but
But who's gonna see what time they come in? Because if they come in,
if they're all day, it should be an all day.
I guess if I have to babysit, I get paid well.
And another deal is, if they come in supposedly just to rent the kitchen, I guarantee you they're in that gym all the time. Because we find oddballs laying around, or the curtains are open, or the doors upstairs are open.
And we have huge liability with that one, they don't even.
And every time we rent, okay, since the first time I worked here, it's always been, you know, if they have little kids, yeah, you can go play in the gym. Because anybody can go play in the gym as long as city office is open or whatever, you know, the building's open. So I've never charged extra if they're not actually having the party in the gym, it's just kids running around. But we've also told them not to go up on the stage, not to go upstairs. So if they are, then we need to be told, and then I think keep the deposit, because it is a liability.
And we may need to work with Danny on rewriting it or something, that if you don't follow the rules and you're kind of not following the rules, then you don't get.
We won't rent for you no more.
Yeah, you can't rent or you don't, because why do they need to be going up the stairs, these two sets of stairs?
Who's supervising them?
Or they go up on the gym and go up those stairs and
Yeah.
open those doors, you know. And like I said, in the gym, it's no problem, they stay on the gym. But it's, you know, they're a bunch of kids, I mean, you know, kids are gonna explore wherever they
There's
can get
no way to
into.
run off those stairs going up there either, so.
deposit still, like,
Yeah, and that's,
The same amount as what the rental is, whatever. the-
oh, okay.
So we asked for like 2 checks, one for the rental, one for the deposit, and then if everything is good, if we don't hear anything different from Gene, then we give them back their deposit check or shred it, whatever they want us to do. So do you want us to put this on the agenda for next month and bring the agreement in to see what kind of changes you guys want?
Yeah,
I'd like to see it, yeah.
Okay, we're ready for unfinished business.
Before we start unfinished business, can I go ahead and add something for unfinished business for next month? We were supposed to be getting information for lagoon clean out a couple months ago. We need to see what we can find out on quotes or information on lagoon clean out for next month, so we can be thinking about this.
So they do have grants. But
Yeah,
you'd have to get somebody that would write the grant.
I think, so I Katie Johnson from People's Bank, is actually who got us the information sent over from that. And I think if we use her to help us on some of that, I think she'll help us write the grant and stuff.
Well, we got an approximate idea of how much we're gonna have to have. And we can only do one at a time.
But there was still some other information, and we were gonna see if we could get some quotes from some other people.
Yeah. We did have one from that one place, but it didn't sound, what was it, 4 bar?
But well,
But
that's
it
why
didn't
we,
entail everything we'd have to have.
right, that's why we needed more information on that.
Who's the ones that were gonna suck it out and maybe apply it at the same time? That was kind of what I was thinking of, wondering what they were, I don't know about you.
Yep.
Okay.
But at some point, we have to bring one of the farmers in to talk to him too, right?
There will be no problem getting rid of it, there's so many farmers around that will
Okay.
take it. That won't be a problem to get rid of it.
out and fix my building. It's hooked up like it's supposed to be. And so, that's what the agreement was, and that's what I did.
Thank you, and
You're
I
welcome.
hope we never have to hear about it, that you
I
don't
hope
hear
it's
about it.
completely done and, you know, so. I did what I was supposed to and it's hooked up the right way and that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We don't have any new business. So now you get to have your governing body comments.
Look at that. Talking about it.
Don't all talk at once.
I'll make a motion when adjourn this meeting.